What if I told you that you could order a fully equipped house online for less than the cost of a used car and have it delivered to your doorstep in weeks? Right now in China's industrial heartlands, factories are mass-producing something that sounds like science fiction. Complete homes that fold up like origami, arrive on the back of a truck, and transform into livable spaces in just 48 hours. These aren't glorified sheds. We're talking full kitchens, bathrooms, climate control, and sleek designs that look ripped straight from a sci-fi movie. And here's the part that's causing global shockwaves. They start at just $10,000. While housing prices in major cities worldwide have skyrocketed beyond reach for millions, Chinese engineers have quietly been solving one of humanity's oldest problems: affordable shelter. But how did they crack the code? And what does this mean for the future of housing as we know it? Let's be clear about something. The global housing crisis isn't some abstract economic theory. It's very real. In cities from San Francisco to Sydney, the average person now needs to save for decades just to afford a down payment. But here's where it gets interesting. While the world debated policy solutions, China's manufacturing sector took a different approach. They applied the same mass production techniques that revolutionized smartphones and electric vehicles to something we'd never considered mass producing before: homes. The breakthrough came from an unlikely place: shipping containers. Engineers in Guangdong province realized that if you could standardize home components the way shipping containers standardize global trade, you could manufacture housing at unprecedented scale and speed. The result? What the Chinese call space capsule homes. These sleek, pod-shaped structures look like something from a Mars colony, but they're not concept designs. Over 50,000 units were sold last year alone. Walk inside one of these capsules and you'll find everything: a fully equipped kitchen with appliances, a complete bathroom with shower and toilet, sleeping quarters, and often smart home integration that lets you control everything from your phone. Then they discovered something shocking. The real innovation wasn't just making homes smaller, it was making them completely modular. These houses don't just save space, they redefine what a permanent home even means. Scientists couldn't explain what happened next when they stress-tested these structures. Traditional construction wisdom said lightweight, portable homes had to compromise on durability. But Chinese manufacturers partnered with aerospace engineers, the same teams designing components for China's space station, to develop composite materials that are simultaneously lighter and stronger than conventional building materials. Here's the breakthrough. These homes use galvanized steel frames combined with insulated composite panels that can withstand typhoon-force winds and extreme temperature swings from -40 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius. But here's where it gets weird. The entire house arrives flat-packed. Imagine receiving your home the way you receive IKEA furniture, except instead of an Allen wrench, you get a construction crew that assembles your entire living space in 2 days. Companies like Deep Blue Smart House in Foshan have automated this to an absurd degree. Their factories pump out one complete home unit every 28 minutes. That's 50 homes per day from a single production line. The foldable designs are even more mind-blowing. Picture a shipping container that, with hydraulics and an expanding frame system, literally unfolds into a space 3 times its transported size. You're looking at a 20-foot container transforming into a 600-square-foot home. And they're not stopping there. The latest models from manufacturers in Shandong province include features that would make traditional home builders weep: built-in solar panels that can generate up to 3 kilowatts, rainwater harvesting systems, gray water recycling, and battery storage that makes these homes completely off-grid capable. Then they discovered something shocking about who was buying these. Initially, manufacturers assumed the market would be disaster relief and temporary housing. But the actual buyers told a different story. Young professionals priced out of city apartments, rural families building vacation retreats, entrepreneurs creating pop-up resort pods, even luxury glamping businesses ordering dozens at a time. One buyer in Australia documented the entire process online. He ordered a space capsule home through Alibaba for $15,000, paid $8,000 in shipping, and had it installed on his property within 6 weeks. His total cost, $23,000, was less than a 10% down payment on an average Sydney apartment. Scientists couldn't explain what happened next to the traditional housing market. Here's what's happening right now. Chinese portable home manufacturers are shipping to 87 countries. The global prefab housing market that China dominates is worth $1.2 billion and growing at 23% annually. But here's where it gets really interesting. These homes are forcing governments to reconsider century-old building codes. When a house can be assembled in 48 hours, do we still need year-long permitting processes? When a home is technically movable, is it still real estate or is it personal property? These aren't theoretical questions. Housing authorities from California to Germany are scrambling to update regulations. The economic implications are staggering. Traditional home construction employs thousands per project over months. These factories employ hundreds, but produce thousands of homes per year. It's the automation paradox playing out in the last industry we expected. Then something unexpected happened. The environmental impact started catching attention. A traditional house construction creates approximately 4 tons of waste. These modular homes? Under 200 kilograms. The factory-controlled environment means precision cutting, zero weather delays, and materials recycling that would be impossible on traditional job sites. But here's the part nobody saw coming. These homes are becoming upgradeable. Traditional houses are static, renovation means demolition and rebuilding. But when your home is modular, you can literally swap out sections. Want a bigger bathroom? Order a new bathroom module and replace it like changing a battery. Need an extra bedroom? Connect an expansion module. Companies are already offering home subscription models. You don't buy the house, you lease it, and they upgrade your modules every few years. It's the smartphone model applied to housing. But here's where we need to pump the brakes. These homes aren't perfect solutions for everyone. Land costs remain the biggest expense in most cities. A $15,000 house doesn't help if you need $200,000 worth of land to put it on. Financing is tricky since banks don't have standardized mortgage products for portable homes, and shipping costs can double or triple the price depending on your location. Then there's the cultural resistance. In many societies, homeownership isn't just about shelter. It's about permanence, status, and generational wealth. A house you can fold up and move doesn't fit that psychological framework. But here's where it gets weird again. The same criticisms were leveled at mobile homes in the 1950s, modular homes in the 1980s, and tiny homes in the 2000s. Each time, skeptics said they'd never catch on. Each time, they carved out significant market segments. What's different now? The technology has reached a tipping point. These aren't compromises anymore. Many of these space capsule homes have interiors that rival luxury apartments. We're talking heated floors, rainfall showers, induction cooking, floor-to-ceiling windows, and architectural designs that win awards. Cities are starting to experiment. Beijing approved a pilot program for capsule home communities. Dubai announced plans for a portable home resort village. Rural areas across America are reconsidering zoning to allow these structures. The real question isn't whether these homes work. 50,000 owners prove they do. The question is whether society is ready to reimagine what home means. Here's what nobody's talking about, but should be. China's portable housing revolution is ultimately about democratizing something that's been increasingly exclusive: the ability to own shelter. When home ownership becomes unreachable for entire generations, alternatives aren't just nice to have, they're necessary. These space capsule homes represent something bigger than clever engineering. They're a direct challenge to the assumption that housing must be expensive, permanent, and financialized. Imagine a world where a young graduate can buy a home for the price of a car, where disaster victims receive permanent housing in weeks, not years, where retirees can move their paid-off home to be near family, where housing can adapt to life changes instead of forcing life to adapt to housing. The traditional housing industry is watching nervously, and they should be, because what happened to taxis when ride-sharing arrived? What happened to hotels when Airbnb emerged? What happened to retail when e-commerce exploded? That same disruption is knocking on housing's door. And it's arriving in a shipping container from China. The portable housing revolution isn't coming, it's already here. The question is whether the rest of the world will embrace it or resist it. What's clear is this: China has proven that affordable, quality, rapid housing is technologically possible. The barriers now aren't engineering, they're regulatory, financial, and cultural. And those barriers, they're starting to crack. The future of housing might not look like the suburban dream our grandparents chased. It might look like a sleek pod that arrives on a truck and unfolds into home. If this video changed how you think about housing and the future of shelter, hit that subscribe button. We're covering the innovations that are quietly reshaping our world while everyone's distracted by headlines. Drop a comment. Would you live in a portable home if it meant financial freedom? Or is permanent construction non-negotiable for you? I want to hear both sides, and here's your next rabbit hole. Check out the video where we explore Japan's micro-apartment innovations that pack full living spaces into 100 square feet. That link is in the description. The housing crisis has a solution. It just arrived in a very unexpected package.